What if every person on Earth had superpowers? Imagine waking up one day and suddenly you have the ability to fly, turn invisible, or lift a car with one hand. Sounds awesome, right? But hold on, let's slow down for a second, because this world of superpowers might not be as amazing as it seems. First off, let's picture the chaos. It's Monday morning. People are already grumpy and in a rush. But now, half of them can fly. So instead of cars honking in traffic, we've got people flying through the air, bumping into each other. Because let's be real, just because you have wings doesn't mean you know how to use them. Imagine someone with a fear of heights hovering 5 feet above the ground, screaming for help. It's like bumper cars, but in the sky. Now, if everyone's got powers, does anyone still go to work? Karen from HR doesn't want to file reports anymore. Why would she, when she can shapeshift into a cat and nap all day? And Steve, the IT guy? He's teleporting to the Bahamas every lunch break, sipping coconut water instead of fixing your printer. Productivity? That's gone out the window, literally, because Tom from accounting just phased through the wall to avoid a meeting. And let's talk about schools. Teachers already have it hard. But now, they have to control a room full of kids who can run at super speed, create fireballs, or summon lightning with their hands. Billy just turned the classroom into a blizzard because he's mad about math. Meanwhile, Sarah's levitating desks, and Tim's setting off fireworks with his mind. Imagine the chaos at recess. There are kids flying around the jungle gym. Invisibility tag is a nightmare, and the dodgeball game? It's more like a battle between gods. You need a team of superheroes just to babysit. But what about law and order? You think traffic cops are stressed now? Imagine trying to pull someone over who can become invisible. Sir, you were going 90 in a... Wait, where did you go? And don't even get me started on superheroes needing driver's licenses. Why would you drive when you can just fly over the freeway? Now, at first, it seems like superpowers would solve all our problems, right? Someone can heal instantly, so hospitals aren't as busy. Got a fire? No problem. Someone with ice powers will handle that. But you know what? The line at Starbucks is still going to be long. Because even if we have powers, some things just never change. There's still that one guy ordering a complicated latte, while the barista is using telekinesis to juggle cups. And guess what? Super strength doesn't make people any better at parallel parking. So the mall parking lot? Still a disaster. Now, imagine people using their powers to impress others. Oh, it's not enough to just have a nice car anymore. Now, it's like, yeah, I can fly, but check out how fast I can fly. Then someone else is like, oh, you can fly? Cute. I can time travel. People will be trying to one-up each other all the time. There'd be competitions over who can create the biggest lightning bolt, or who can move mountains with their mind. It's like a never-ending talent show, except everyone's the judge and nobody's impressed anymore. And relationships? Wow. Imagine dating in a world where everyone has superpowers. Oh, he's really nice, but he turns into a werewolf every full moon, and it's just too much. Or, she's cool, but she can read my thoughts, and I just can't get away with anything. Privacy? Forget about it. Your best friend can teleport into your house whenever they want, and your little brother? Yeah, he's got X-ray vision, and no door is ever safe again. But what happens when everyone is special? When everyone can fly, be super strong, or read minds? Suddenly, superpowers aren't that super anymore. They're just normal. You'd have entire neighborhoods of people who can turn invisible, so they'd all just bump into each other. Or a whole town of mind readers trying to avoid eye contact because they know everyone's secrets. And imagine the laundry situation if you can shapeshift. Do you even need clothes anymore? Or do you just shapeshift into an outfit that's always clean? Fashion might become a thing of the past. Runways would be boring if everyone could just snap their fingers and look perfect. Let's not forget the villains. If everyone has superpowers, villains aren't limited to comic books anymore. They're your neighbor, your boss, or the guy who cuts you off in traffic. Suddenly, arguing over a parking space could turn into a full-on battle with fireballs and force fields. The superhero movies wouldn't be fiction anymore. They'd be live-streamed on Instagram as people use their powers to show off. Of course, governments would have a field day trying to control this mess. Can you imagine the laws they'd try to put in place? No flying in restricted airspace. No phasing through government buildings. There'd be superpower restrictions everywhere, and we'd need new kinds of licenses. Want to teleport to another country? Better have your paperwork ready, if the customs officer doesn't freeze time to double-check your documents. And don't forget about the internet. With so many people with super speed, websites would need to keep up. Imagine the server overloads when half the world is clicking at lightning speed. Online shopping? You might place an order, but by the time it processes, someone with teleportation has already picked up the item in person. Super speed deliveries might seem convenient, but then everyone would expect things in 2 seconds flat. Amazon Prime? Too slow now. Also, what happens to sports? The Olympics would have to change all their events. Who's going to watch a regular 100-meter dash when someone can run it in 0.1 seconds? You'd have to create new categories. Best flying dive, fastest ice slide, most creative lightning bolt. The world's strongest man? Yeah, he'd have some serious competition if half the population can lift a car without breaking a sweat. And poor regular athletes, they'd be out of a job. But let's be real for a second. With everyone having superpowers, some people are still going to misuse them. Maybe it's not on a global scale, but think about your annoying coworker who uses their ability to rewind time to fix their mistakes in meetings, while you're sitting there struggling. Or that one friend who always mind reads your thoughts before you even speak. You'd never win an argument again. And, oh no, those people who can multiply themselves? They'll be standing in line in 5 places at once to get concert tickets. Unfair. Now, let's think about food. A person with fire powers could cook a meal in seconds. But how many people are going to use their superpowers to sneak into restaurants or steal a slice of pizza? And of course, there will be that one person who has the power to make unlimited snacks. And suddenly every party has the same endless bowl of chips. And with all these new abilities, people will definitely create new trends. Oh, you're still using your car to go to work? Cute. I just float there now. Walking? That's for peasants. Want to impress your date? Take them to the moon for dinner. Good luck finding a restaurant up there, though. At the end of the day, when everyone has superpowers, life would be unpredictable, hilarious, and maybe a little exhausting. Sure, it'd be fun for a while, but after the novelty wears off, you'd start to realize maybe being normal wasn't so bad after all.